But I have a funny story for you about communism, because that's how what we started. When I was 18, we were talking with my dad about, I don't remember what it was about, but the premise of it was that I said that, communism is not such a bad thing. And he was like, what do you mean? He kind of was so shocked that he didn't scream at him, because he would scream. Most of the time he was just a lot of screaming and saying that I'm stupid, which is very fair enough, but it's not the kind of style of parenting that you would expect, that you would want. And he was just like, what do you mean? I was like, well, obviously it's a utopia, like it doesn't work, but as an idea, it makes sense that everyone has things equally, that everyone has, like, why should this person be living in a 7-room flat when I live in a 1-room flat with 3 other people? Like, that doesn't make sense. I lived in a 2-room flat with my mom, grandma, and my uncle, and then there's me. So there's four of us in a 2-room flat. There we go. Sorry, the math was just really off. And he was like, well, he was like, well, to what extent would you like things to be fair? Would you like everyone to have a uniform? I said, well, maybe having a uniform would also be really cool. You wouldn't have to think about what you were wearing. You wouldn't have to think about, everyone was the same, and you would have to stand out with your personality, for example. When I say things out loud like this now, I'm just like, oh my God, Nastya, how did he not kill you back there and then? And then, of course, he screamed at the end, because he was like, this is the most stupid thing I've ever heard. But he sort of let me have that moment, because, now when I see people who are young and who also have a similar ideas, because I wasn't trying to sort of be provoke. I wasn't trying to provoke him, for sure. It was genuinely my thoughts at the time, because I thought that, I'm very logical and very mathematical, if you say, I like symmetry. So in that sense, communism is super symmetrical. It's super it's symmetry everywhere, really. But he said that, it's actually a really unfair system, because why, like, you're a brain surgeon, you studied for 6 years, you worked really hard, you didn't sleep, didn't see your wife or your children or whoever, then you started working, you are working super hard now, and you get the same salary as someone who is like a admin person for, like, in a coffee shop or whatever, like, it's not fair. Like, that's not the same, because, like, that person didn't do all of that work and didn't do all of that, hard energy input. And how is that fair that it's equal?
You're thinking as an engineer as well. You're talking about energy input and output.
No, actually my dad gave me this test once, which is a test that they give to, I think, they're school kids, to see whether they're capable of becoming engineers. And you have to, like, twist certain, I don't remember what the test was, but you have to twist certain shapes and see what is the reflection of that shape and what could and anyway, and I passed the test, and he was really, of course he didn't say anything. He was just like, okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Do you think we should let, because maybe you were lucky in the sense that when you had those ideas, you had someone to confront you with those, with the invalidity of those ideas. And today's, it doesn't matter the validity of the idea. It can grow because of, nobody wants to hurt feelings and things like that. And, if parasitic ideas or toxic ideas grow, then pretty soon you have a failed state, failed society, failed family, failed everything. So, to have someone who's just say, no, that's bullshit. What you're saying is totally stupid. That's a chance, because, he puts a seed into your brain and it will grow when it will grow.
Hello, yes, that's me, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, Kakha, to tell you at any given moment, he was happy to tell you that this is bullshit. And I'll tell you why. Not just, so it's not that he was saying that your opinion was shit. He would tell you that the logic on which you're basing it is really poor.
Amazing.
I am definitely very sad that I can't tap into, somehow.
But maybe he put the seeds, and you don't know when they will grow, right?
He definitely put some seeds. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here,